Ladies, let's talk about something that many women fantasize about dating a rich man. On the surface, it seems like a dream, right? A life of luxury, expensive gifts, five-star vacations, and never having to worry about bills. But let me tell you, what looks good on the outside isn't always what's best for you. Money is often mistaken for love, but the two are not the same. Many women believe that if a man is financially well off and provides a luxurious lifestyle, then he must truly care for them. However, material things do not equate to emotional connection, affection, or genuine love. A man can buy the most expensive gifts, take you on extravagant trips, and provide a life of comfort. But if he is not emotionally available, supportive, or genuinely invested in you as a person, then what do you really have? A woman who chooses a man based solely on his financial status may find herself feeling empty despite having everything money can buy. Love is about emotional security, trust, and deep connection. A man's ability to provide financially does not mean he can provide the emotional nourishment that a healthy relationship requires. A woman who places too much importance on wealth may overlook the true foundation of love, communication, respect, and emotional intimacy. If a man is distant, dismissive, or neglects her feelings, no amount of money will compensate for that lack of connection. There are many cases where women in relationships with wealthy men feel lonelier than ever. They may live in beautiful homes, wear designer clothes, and drive luxury cars, but behind closed doors, they are unfulfilled. The emotional distance, lack of quality time, and absence of meaningful communication take a toll on their happiness. A man who believes that providing financially is enough may not put effort into understanding his partner, listening to her needs, or building a deep emotional bond. Over time, this can lead to resentment, dissatisfaction, and even a sense of being trapped in a relationship that looks perfect from the outside but feels empty on the inside. Some men use their wealth as a substitute for true affection. Instead of expressing love through words and actions, they use money to keep their partner satisfied. This can create a dynamic where a woman feels like she is being paid off rather than genuinely loved. She may receive extravagant gifts after an argument instead of a sincere apology, or be given expensive vacations in place of real emotional support. If a man believes that money is all he needs to keep a woman happy, he may not feel the need to put in real effort to nurture the relationship. True love cannot be bought. A relationship built on material gain rather than genuine emotional investment is fragile and easily shaken when challenges arise. When a woman bases her happiness on a man's financial status, she risks being in a relationship that lacks true substance. If wealth is the main attraction, then what happens if that wealth disappears? What happens if she realizes that emotional neglect cannot be covered by designer gifts? Choosing a partner should be about the quality of the connection, not the size of his bank account. When a woman enters a relationship with a wealthy man, there is a real risk that she may slowly start to lose her independence. In the beginning, it might feel like a dream being taken care of, not having to worry about financial burdens and enjoying the security that comes with dating a man who has money. However, over time, she may find herself becoming more and more dependent on him, not just financially, but emotionally and mentally as well. Some rich men are used to being in control. They are leaders in their businesses, decision makers in their industries, and they often carry that same mindset into their personal relationships. If a woman is not careful, she might start adjusting her life around his schedule, his needs, and his expectations. The things she once did for herself, her career, her passions, her goals may slowly take a back seat because she has become accustomed to the lifestyle he provides. The danger is that she may wake up one day and realize she has lost sight of who she is outside of the relationship. A wealthy man may also feel entitled to dictate how a woman lives her life. He may believe that because he's financially providing, He has the right to control where she goes, who she spends time with, and even what she does with her free time. While some women may not see this as a problem initially, it can quickly turn into a situation where she feels trapped. She may start feeling guilty for wanting her own independence, as if choosing herself means risking the stability of the relationship. Another issue that can arise is a shift in power dynamics. When a woman is financially dependent on a man, it can be difficult for her to stand up for herself. She might tolerate things she normally wouldn't simply because she does not want to jeopardize the lifestyle she's become accustomed to. She may stay silent when he disrespects her, overlook red flags, or accept behaviors that she knows are wrong just to maintain peace. This imbalance in power can lead to her losing her voice in the relationship, where her wants and needs are no longer a priority. A woman's independence is not just about money, it is about having the freedom to make her own choices, to stand on her own, and to know that she is with a man because she wants to be, not because she has to be. If she becomes too dependent on a wealthy man, she may lose her sense of self. She might stop making decisions based on what is best for her and start making them based on what will keep the relationship intact. A truly fulfilling relationship should not require a woman to give up her independence in exchange for security. A man who has built wealth is often someone who has dedicated a significant portion of his life to his career, business, or investments. While ambition and financial success can be attractive qualities, they often come with a costless time, energy, and emotional availability. Many women who date wealthy men quickly realize that they are not always the priority in his life. His schedule is packed with meetings, business trips, and high-pressure decisions, leaving little room for deep emotional connection. At first, the excitement of being with a successful man may overshadow the reality of his lifestyle. Expensive dinners, spontaneous trips, and extravagant gifts can feel like romantic gestures, but they often serve as substitutes for real quality time. He may try to compensate for his absence by providing material things rather than emotional presence. Over time, a woman may start to feel like she is in a relationship with his career rather than with him. She may find herself constantly waiting for him to be available, waiting for him to make time, waiting for him to see her as more than just another aspect of his busy life. Some wealthy men believe that financial security should be enough to satisfy their partner. They may not see the need to invest in emotional intimacy or put effort into creating meaningful moments together. They assume that as long as they provide a luxurious lifestyle, their partner should be happy. But true connection cannot be bought. It is built through time, effort, and shared experiences. A woman who values emotional depth in a relationship may struggle with the lack of presence and attention from a man whose first love is his work. The imbalance in priorities can also lead to feelings of loneliness and neglect. A woman may find herself in beautiful places, living in luxury, but feeling emotionally unfulfilled. She may crave deep conversations, affection, and genuine companionship, but instead she gets rushed phone calls, last-minute cancellations, and a partner who is physically present but mentally elsewhere. She might start questioning whether the relationship is truly meeting her needs or if she is simply holding on to the idea of what it could be. There is also the risk of feeling like an accessory rather than an equal partner. Some wealthy men see relationships as just another aspect of their success, something to display rather than deeply nurture. They may not engage in discussions about shared dreams, personal growth, or emotional well-being. Instead, they focus on providing, expecting that their financial contribution should be enough to sustain the relationship. If a woman desires a deep and meaningful partnership, she may eventually realize that financial wealth cannot replace the emotional investment required to build a truly fulfilling relationship. Some wealthy men create an unspoken expectation that their partner must earn the lifestyle they provide. While they may not say it outright, their actions and behaviors often send the message that being with them comes with certain conditions. A woman may find herself feeling pressure to look a certain way, behave in a specific manner, or even suppress parts of herself just to maintain the relationship and continue enjoying the financial benefits that come with it. What starts as an exciting and luxurious experience can slowly turn into a situation where she feels like she is constantly performing to meet his standards. Many men who have wealth are used to being in control. They are accustomed to making decisions in their businesses, leading in their careers, and setting expectations in all aspects of their lives. When it comes to relationships, this can manifest in ways that subtly or overtly make a woman feel like she has to meet certain requirements to remain in his good graces. She may feel obligated to always look polished, to behave in ways that please him, or even to tolerate things she would normally never accept, all because she does not want to lose the lifestyle he provides. Some women in these relationships start to realize that they are no longer making choices for themselves. They begin dressing not for their own confidence, but to match his expectations. They modify their personalities to fit his world, and they may even sacrifice their personal dreams to align with his lifestyle. The pressure to conform can slowly chip away at their sense of self, leaving them feeling like they are playing a role rather than being their authentic selves. There can also be an unspoken power imbalance. A woman may hesitate to express her true feelings, voice her concerns, or set boundaries because she fears upsetting the dynamic. If he is the one providing financial security, she may worry that speaking up will put her in a vulnerable position. Over time, this can lead to a loss of self-respect and the realization that she is staying in the relationship for the comfort and stability rather than genuine love and connection. This type of dynamic can create emotional exhaustion. Constantly trying to maintain a standard that is not truly her own can feel draining. The relationship may become less about mutual love and more about meeting expectations to keep the benefits coming. When a woman feels like she has to prove her worth in a relationship based on wealth, she is no longer in a partnership, she is in a performance. True love should never come with conditions that require a woman to compromise who she is just to keep someone happy. A man with wealth will always attract attention, and in many cases, other women will constantly be around. Whether it's through business, social circles, or just the natural allure of financial success, there will always be women trying to get close to him. If he enjoys the validation that comes with being desired, this can create an ongoing struggle for attention and exclusivity in the relationship. Even if he is faithful, the sheer amount of temptation around him can make it difficult for a woman to feel fully secure. Some wealthy men thrive on the power that money gives them, not just in business, but in relationships as well. They know that their status makes them desirable, and they may use it to their advantage. Some enjoy the chase, entertaining the attention of multiple women, even when they are in a committed relationship. A woman in this type of dynamic may find herself constantly competing for his attention, feeling the pressure to always look perfect, be available, and prove her worth just to keep him interested. There is also the issue of social circles. Wealthy men often surround themselves with other high status individuals, including women who are ambitious, attractive, and eager to secure a position in their lives. Whether at events, business gatherings, or even casual outings, there will always be women who see him as a prize and are willing to do whatever it takes to win his favor. This can create tension in the relationship, as a woman may feel like she has to constantly be on guard, questioning his interactions and wondering if she is the only one receiving his full attention. Some men with money also believe that they don't have to commit fully because they have options. They may not openly say it, but their actions will show it. They might keep their relationship status vague, avoid deep emotional commitment, or maintain connections with other women while still expecting loyalty from their partner. This kind of double standard can lead to frustration, heartache, and a constant feeling of instability in the relationship. Even if a woman is confident in herself, the constant presence of other women can still take a toll on her peace of mind. She may start questioning if she is enough, wondering if she needs to do more to keep his attention, or feeling anxious about whether he will remain committed. A relationship should not feel like a competition, and a woman should never have to fight for the attention and love of the man she is with. When a man values wealth and status above deep emotional connection, the relationship can easily turn into a revolving door of distractions, leaving his partner feeling neglected and unappreciated. Ladies, I'm not saying that dating a rich man is always a bad thing. There are wealthy men who are loving, respectful, and capable of deep emotional connection. But you have to ask yourself, are you choosing a man for his heart or for his wallet? If it's only about the lifestyle, you may end up with a life that looks good on the outside but feels empty on the inside. A man's wealth should never be the main reason you choose to be with him. Because at the end of the day, money can buy a lot of things, but it can't buy real love.